He's a hoot, I'm a mess. He has stories, I have requests. We love to play photographic memories. It's time for Granddad and me. It's a grand life for Granddad and me.
All right, a grand life. That's the truth. Hey, what did you do for Valentine's? Did you guys go out and do something?
We did. We went out to one of our favorite restaurants. It's called Opal's Oysters. And so we
Oyster.
had a
You
little
like
date
oysters?
night. I do. I love them so
Oh my
much.
word! I'm shocked.
hmm It's really
My
good. It's like a seafood place, but it's kind of fancy, and it's just so good there.
sounds like fun. Hey, on today's show, we got some kind of fun things that we're going to play with. We're going to do something new we haven't done before on the show. We're going to do something called photographic memories, and
Okay.
I think you're gonna like it. And the way it's going to work is we're gonna bring up a photograph, and these are all going to be from the old Bob Bailey Studios photographs. In this case, in weeks to come, we're going to do all kind of things, especially pictures that I don't know what they are, and you can explain them to me. But today we're going to look at a couple of old shows, and I mean a couple of old pictures from the studio, and then I've got some questions. I think you'll have questions. I know you'll have answers, and we're gonna just take our time. We're also gonna because in past shows, one of us has kind of talked a lot. I don't know if they'll be able to guess which one of which one of us it is,
I don't
but
know. That's a hard question. I don't
I
know.
know, I know, I know, I know. So to prevent that from just go that person from going on and on and on, we're going to do a. We don't have a timer. I think pretty soon we're going to actually have a timer that runs, but this time what we're going to do is we're going to do that do that at the end of the
Okay.
when our time is up, and then it'll go to the other person. So we'll try to be respectful of and try to get each other's somebody to hear you once in a while is my goal. So okay, we're gonna go now and take a shot at this thing. Going to going to photographic memories. In fact, we got a little bit of an open that we're going to play first, and then we'll come and try to take on the show. So okay, Allie Grace, this is the way it's going to work.
Okay.
This is you can hear me, right, Allie
Yeah.
Grace? Okay, good.
I can hear you. Can you?
Okay, yeah, yeah, yeah. All right, so we will have heard a little bit of a theme song, and this comes up, and I want you to just go on just say something about the name or anything that comes to your mind, and I'm going to. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to change these things over like that. So uh, except that I don't know how to go. Oh yeah, I know how to go back. Anyway, we'll be fine. You okay?
Okay. Yeah.
All right, all right, all right. Okay, so we're coming out of the music, and say something about what you're seeing there.
I see you.
You see me?
Yeah. I don't see a photo.
Oh my word! Well, that's no good. Hang on. You're not
It
supposed
looks
to see.
very handsome. That's
Well, they. No, you're supposed to see our slideshow. Why don't you see our slideshow?
um,
Um, hold on, hold on, hold on.
hmm.
Maybe because I haven't put it up there. Let me see if this works. Oh, I bet that's it. I'm glad we're not doing this super live.
We'll get there. Oh, okay. I see
Okay,
a
here.
lot of us. Here we
Okay.
go.
Hang on. Oh, I can't get over there. Come on, baby. There it is. All right.
I got it.
Okay, now you see the thing?
Yes.
All right. So I'll count down three, two, one, and then you start saying something about what you're looking at. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Three, two, one.
Okay. I don't know who it is, but I do love the fur coat and the hat. Is that a hat or what is that? A
It is a
headpiece?
hat. Yeah, it is a hat, and it's this is Mae West in 1936, who's an old movie star,
Hmm.
and she came to Houston in 1936. But this is an AI took these pictures and put them together.
Okay.
It it looks almost nothing like Mae West. It's completely changed her.
Oh,
So,
really?
but fortunately, she's no longer with us, so we won't get any letters from her. But
She won't critique it too
no,
much.
I hope not. But anyway, we're going to play. We're going to try to play photographic memories using the pictures from the studio. So the way this thing's going to work is, can you read any of that? Is that large enough for you to read?
Yeah, I think so. I got my contacts in today, so
Oh, cool. Well, tell me
we
what
should
it
be good.
said. Tell me what it
For
said. I don't have mine. So.
Okay. Photographic Memories, a two-player conversation game. Every picture has a story. Every story creates a memory.
Cool. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to look at a couple of different pictures from the old studios,
Okay.
and we're going to just talk about maybe what the picture is, and I'll ask you some questions, and hopefully you'll ask me some too.
Okay.
This is the first one. What do you think this is?
Well, at first glance, my first thought was like, oh gosh, somebody's getting a parking ticket. But
Right. That's what it looks like.
I've
Yeah.
gotten many of those, so this looks very familiar to me. Is
So what
that
do you
what's
think?
happening here?
No, not at all.
Okay, perfect. I don't know. Is he cleaning the window? I don't
He
know.
is. He is.
Okay. Is that not a cop?
It's not a cop. It's a man
Oh.
that works for Texaco.
Oh.
And back year, this was I don't know. I think this was in the 30s. Probably. I don't. People that watch this will know what years those cars are. But you're not going to believe this. And back then, with service stations, what they call service stations, you would pull up in your car, and one or more people would come out, and in this case, they're dressed in uniforms, and they would clean your windshield, they would check your oil, they would check your tires, they would put the gas in, and you would just tell them to either fill her up, or you'd say, I need $1.50 worth of gas. I got
Wow.
82 cents, and I'm trying to get home. Can you put 82 cents in? And they would do
82
that.
cents won't get you anywhere today.
Well, that's right. But back then, gas was like 39 cents a gallon. So
Wow.
yeah, and that's something. So, but anyway, he and his buddies would clean your car, do all kind of things. So then, when it came along that people had to start doing what they call self service and putting gas in their car, it was like a huge culture shock to us. But anyway, this guy worked for Texaco. There was lots of service stations, lots of people were employed doing that. All right, let's see what the next one is.
I recognize this photo. I've seen this one a lot.
Yeah.
I
This is
do
one of
love
our
this.
kind of our iconic photos. This is one of my very favorites. Can you see the cool under the marquee?
Yes.
You know what that's for? You know what
N-
that's talking about?
no, I don't.
It's I mean, it would be easy to think it's like
It's cool in
cool.
here.
Yeah,
Cool.
well, this is cool. It's one of our coolest, but actually, you hit it on the head there. You said it's cool in here. Um, Movie theaters were the second buildings in Houston to have any kind of air conditioning.
Oh,
This was
wow.
this was in August, and when this picture was taken, and look at how the people are dressed.
I love how they're dressed.
Isn't
I
that
think
something?
it's so cute. Everyone today, like, we all wear sweat sets every day, all day. And, like, it's just, your newer ones are for nicer occasions. And so I love that everyone is in heels and dresses and suits and their little hats. It's so cute.
And in Houston in August, it had to be probably 100 degrees, and people are all wearing, not just suits but hats, and I'm sure the women had on hose, and it was just but inside the theater, they brought in these huge blocks of ice, and they
Okay.
would have a fan that would blow over the ice, and that's how they lowered the temperature probably a degree or two in the movie theater. But it was such a big deal that they advertised it with hanging letters off their marquee.
Oh
So
my goodness. I can't imagine with like the humidity in Houston and a block of ice lasting very long, but
I know I don't know.
whatever works. I don't know.
But I talked to some people that when they would see this picture when we had our little gallery, and they would get people that were kids back then said they would stand in front of the doors and just wait for somebody to open the door, and that cool air would come out where they were on the street, out on the sidewalk, out in front of the theater. So obviously, it made a difference. It was enough where people standing outside the doors could feel the difference in the cool air
I
of
would
that.
probably be there all day, every day if that's what it took. I'd be like, okay, this is the hangout spot because I could not even imagine being somewhere without like a natural AC that we have now
I
in
know.
Houston.
And this was the Metropolitan Theater. It was on Main Street. There was another one next door to it, and
Is it still there or
no, all
okay?
these things are gone. Yeah, they were pretty amazing. On shows that we do in the future, I'll show you maybe an inside. They were influenced by whatever was going on at the time. The Majestic Theater, which was kind of around the corner from here, they had all Egyptian. Everything was an Egyptian theme because King Tut's tomb had just been discovered in the late 20s,
Okay.
and so they took that and that's how they did their decorating. They made the whole thing look like Egypt inside there. All right, I
Huh.
think we have another. Let me see. Oh, okay. Now that is Mae West. That's what she actually looked like.
Okay. There I'm pretty sure I could be wrong, but was this picture ever did Mimi have this picture?
Probably
I
did.
feel like it was in her house.
That wouldn't surprise me at all. Uh, Bob Bailey took these. She was here. Mae West was here twice in Houston. Once in 1936 and once in 1939. And she stayed at the Lamar Hotel in this picture. And I kind of I kind of think Bob must have had a thing for her because we took pictures back then. The film was so expensive and kind of precious, and he would take big 8x10 negatives and with these huge cameras, and then when he did little kind of candid shots like this, he used a 4x5, and we had usually for a job there'd be maybe three, maybe four negatives for a whole job, and this one he had like 10. So I think he was kind of taken with her, and he
Well,
took
she is really pretty. I mean, she's
yeah,
gorgeous.
she was famous for being uh, quite the outspoken woman of her day. She was, but what kills me is I'm sure this is like a suite in the hotel, and look at that, not exactly opulence, it's
Mhm.
not exactly like something you'd see in a mansion or something. Look at that dresser; it is so ordinary looking, and
I actually do love it though. I feel like today's stuff is all so square. And so this to me is like has so much detail and character. Like I personally love it.
I think, yeah, I think I agree with you. It's got so much character. And then she's got her fur hung over her chair over there on the right side of the picture.
Mhm.
I'm guessing one of her mini furs that she had. But she was, they would come to these theaters. She was at the Lowe's Theater, which was owned by the guy that owned the hotel she's in, and also the theater, Jesse Jones, who was a really important person in Houston's history. And this was his hotel, and especially during the World War II, movie stars would come into town to promote their pictures, but also to raise money for the war effort. So we
Hmm.
have in our collection we have I think over 4,000 pictures of of things related to the movies and movie stars that were here in Houston. So
That's
it's
so
kind of
cool.
fun. Okay, that's our that's our photographic memories today. We're gonna do this more often on our shows, and I'd encourage folks, if you're watching out there, and one of these photographs brought back a photographic memory to you, would write it down in the comments and let us know some kind of story that you have. We'd love that to be able to hear from you and what's going on. So, all right, we're out of that segment. I'm going to get back to our our real deal.
Mm, 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 mm.
Okay, so it's back to us. Now, what are we going to talk about? I think we probably have a show for this. I think we need some kind of button. Um, do you like the idea about the cheerleader book?
Yeah, I thought it was fun.
Okay,
I feel like
I'm
that's
not,
a separate thing though.
what do you mean?
Like, would that go with this, or would that be like a whole separate situation?
Well, let's we're still rolling. So
Oh, sorry.
I'm gonna talk about it for. Well, no, I mean we're gonna cut it all up. I'm gonna talk about that for a minute and just play along with me, of course, and let's see how it turns out. Because anyway,
Can I pee before we do that? I have to pee so bad.
absolutely,
Okay. Give me
take
one
your time.
second. I was like, hold on.
I've got some housekeeping things to do here, so
Okay. It'll only be a second.
sure, take your time.
Okay, we're back.
All right, you can hear me.
Yes. Let me pull myself closer.
All
Boom.
right.
Am I good here?
Yes, you're great there.
Okay.
Perfect. All right, so we're coming we're coming out of the photographic memories thing. Was there one of those pictures that kind of resonated with you, or you'd like to know more about, or what do you when you see pictures like that? What does it make you think of?
Sometimes, like, I just love how fancy everyone was. So it's always the first thing I notice. I feel like everyone was always so done up, and just their hair was always done, their makeup was always done, their outfits are always so fun. And so that's always the first thing I noticed with everybody. I just loved it. I loved how dressed up everyone was all the time. And I love that we live in a time now where we can be relaxed and look like whatever, but sometimes I'm like, I kind of wish we did wear all the
Mm.
fancy stuff all the time.
Yeah, yeah. You're right. It's boy, it's so different. I I sometimes when I look at them, I wonder, you know, what were they thinking, or where were, sometimes they're on their way to somewhere, or they just came out of the movie, what's going on in their lives? Because, every one of those people had something, they had a challenge in their life, they had a joy in their life, they had, they were worried about money. They were worried about their kids. They were worried about falling in love. They were worried about life being like those movies they just saw. They come out of the movie, and in the movie everything was great or horrible or whatever. But their lives go on that sidewalk and on down the street. And yeah, it would be interesting to see. Sometimes you have these speech bubbles that, like old cartoons would have and stuff.
Hmm.
It'd be interesting to kind of get a speech bubble from some of those folks. And
It really would, because I mean, even today, like everyone has different struggles and different, triumphs and stuff like that. But it is just coming from like a whole different time, being like, okay, what does that look like for you? Or what is you, even just like, what does your day to day look like? And another thing that I noticed too, I feel like if you were to get a picture today of a bunch of people outside of a movie theater, everyone would look like this, because we're always on our phones. And so another thing that I noticed that I was, again, so almost like foreign and cool to me, I'm like, wow, everyone's sitting there talking to each other. And I love that. I wish today's world was a little bit more like that, and it's very rare to even really go to the movie theater anymore because you can just watch it at home. And so I just love that. Even the social aspect, just having to walk over to your friend's house to say hello is kind of cool to me.
those are wonderful observations, Allie Grace. That's I love the idea about the. You're so right about everybody being buried in their phones and how these people were all looking up. And I guess in some ways life was looking up for them, and in a lot of ways it was very scary. It
Hmm.
was the 30s, so they were still in the depression. Uh, a lot of them that had their suits, that probably the only suit they had, only pair of shoes they had. It was a different time. And one of the interesting things about the studio and capturing those moments, those frozen moments in time, was what a it was kind of a responsibility. The photographers that would shoot pictures for the newspapers were trying to find something salacious, or a story or something. But so often Bob and your papa had they had assignments to tell a story, but it often involved capturing those people and
Hmm.
what was going on in their lives. And I really get a lot out of that. I'm so happy that the collection is being so well taken care of at the Briscoe Center in Austin, up near you.
Hmm.
And
I remember
it,
getting to go there. It was so cool to be able to see all of that, and even just how they care for it and preserve it, and to be able to be like, oh wow, my family took that. It was just such a cool thing.
yeah, if you're ever in Austin, Texas, and you go to the Briscoe Center, which is right off the University of Texas campus, it's in the LBJ Library, part of the LBJ Library. Yeah, go by and take a look at the Bob and Marvin Bailey collection. I think you'll be blown away by 500,000. You won't be you won't be able to see them in an afternoon because there's 500,000 negatives that were taken from 1929 when Bob bought Etchcraft Studios and started Bob Bailey Studios to 1998 when my dad stopped taking pictures, and uh, and now it goes on, including the new acquisition of our films, the Bailey films, so many of the corporate films. But we're going to share those on the show too. We're going to be sharing some of those on the show. Another thing, Allie Grace, I want to share is one of the things I love doing is helping people uh, write books.
Hmm.
I love writing books myself. I've had the opportunity to do some, and you and I have talked off camera about your next book, which will be really your first book, and I'm excited. I'm excited about doing that with you uh, on cheerleading and the funny things about cheerleading, your experiences as a cheerleader, but also some of the life lessons that you get from cheerleading. And
A
I,
lot of them.
yeah, I think it's going to be a very funny, cool book, and I think what we're going to try to do is let people that are part of this that tune into our YouTube channel to kind of go along on that journey with us as you write your book, and we can get feedback from them in real time, and they'll be part of the book, not necessarily in the book unless they were cheerleaders, but hopefully they'll be cheerleading you along as you write your book, and I'm looking forward to that too.
Me too, and I'm super excited to I mean, there's so much there and so many life experiences and ups and downs that I'm just so excited to be able to share with people, and there's just so much there that I would just love to pour out. I mean, I could just talk about it all day long.
Are you going to tell everything?
Probably not.
They're,
Probably
they're,
not.
they're
There's some things that I think should stay in the
Yeah,
journal.
there are probably some people out there getting very nervous right now.
Yeah, breaking out into some sweat. It's like, oh no, it's a tell-all. No.
Oh my gosh, that's funny. All right, well, guys, y'all tune back in with us when we meet again, and Allie Grace and I are gonna we're gonna keep the fun going, and we got a lot of other things to talk about. I'm gonna show you how to do maybe an LP or something, some music that we're doing, some different things that we're writing about different areas. So this is going to be a fun experience for all of us, especially for Allie Grace and I. So
It
we
really
want
is.
to we want to wish you the best. You guys come back and see us next time with what's this thing called?
Granddad and me.
That's right. It's
That's
called
right.
Come back and see Granddad and me. Y'all take care. God bless you. Bye bye. All right, we're out. Well, that was just FUN for me.
Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'm going to cut it together and I'll shoot you a copy and we'll see. Oh, you got to stay on